In this video, I'll be sharing with you possibly a contender to Sakazuki in the upcoming format, Perona. Now that the full OP06 list is out, let's talk about her. Although she loses to Usopp, I feel she has a strong potential, mainly due to her effects. So before we begin, I just want to make a disclaimer that this list you're seeing today is a day 1 deck list. It might change as the meta evolves and after I've put in more playtests into it. Let's talk about the leader, Perona. She is a green-black Thrillerbug Pirates leader with 4 life. She has 2 effects, but you can only use one of them per turn. Its first effect is reduce one of the opponent's character's cost by 1. The other effect is to rest a character with 4 costs or lower. Like Sakazuki, she has the ability to reduce a cost but without attacking, which I feel is much better. The second part of her effect is she can rest something with 4 costs or lower. On its own, it combos really well with cards like X-Drake or Ryuma, which we will talk about later. It makes the opponent's 4 cost or lower blocker useless, and you can also rest characters that your opponent just played down and attack into it. A really powerful effect, and I'm just glad that we can only use the effect once per turn. So this is my day 1 Perona deck list. It is similar to what you see in Sakazuki, with all the cost reduction cards, removals, and the Rebecca shenanigans that you guys are ever so familiar with. I can see this deck topping winning events and doing really well, but time will tell after we put in more playtest sessions. Starting off, we are playing 4 copies of Baby Doflamingo. It is essentially a removal for 1 Dawn for 2 cost or lower character. This card can be easily paired with other cost reduction card and the leader's effect to remove a card on the opponent's field. Next, I'm playing 4 Inupe. Effect is on play or on KO if your leader is a Thrillerbug Pirates, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. As we all know, filtering and drawing more cards is always really good, so we are definitely playing 4 copies of this card. Next, we are playing 4 Izo and 4 Tashigi, just your typical 2k counter with cost reduction and resting on demand. Tashigi being 3 cost can also be recycled with Rebecca. Next, we are playing 3 Hina. This is here again for that Rebecca Hina combo. I know what you're saying, how am I supposed to trash this Hina from my hand without playing her? So that's where Inupe comes into play. You trash Hina using Inupe's effect. Next, I'm playing the 2 cards that synergizes with Perona very well, which is 4 copies of Ryuma and 4 copies of X-Drake. Ryuma's effect is on play or on KO. KO arrested 4 cost or lower character, while X-Drake just KOs on play. So you can use the cost reduction effect to bring down a character's cost to 4 or lower, then use the leader's effect to rest it, and just play one of these characters to KO them. A pretty strong but simple combo if I do say so myself. Next, we are playing one of Black's staple cards and will be a 4-off until it is banned or restricted, Rebecca. We all know what she does, recycling cards back to hand then playing a 3 cost down for free, like the popular Rebecca Hina combo. Next, we are playing Perona, which is a new card and has 2 effects. On play, if your opponent has 5 or more cards in hand, pick one of the following effect. Opponent discards a card or reduce one of your opponent's character cost by 3. This is a really versatile card because not only is it a 4 cost character with 5k attack, it also has a 2k counter and 2 strong effects. So an instant 4-off in the deck. Next, I'm playing 4 Focus Kuzan. We all know how it does in Sakazuki. The turn it stays alive for 1 turn, something is getting KO'd the following turn because of its cost reduction effect. So a really good pressure card, and being able to replace itself on play and having a strong cost reduction effect on attack makes it a good bait and a really powerful card. Next, I'm playing 2 Gecko Moria, which is sort of the boss character of the deck. On play, revive 1 4 cost or lower and 1 2 cost or lower character, then rest one of them. You can essentially play it down, bring back Rebecca and Doffy, then off Rebecca's effect you can bring back Hina to reduce a character's cost further, then popping it using Baby Doffy. You can refer to this graphic which I made a few days ago to show some potential plays 8 cost Moria can give you, and possibly there's even more combos to explore. Finally, for events, we are playing 4 Meteor Shower. Draw 1 card, reduce a character's cost by 2. This card helps you to filter through your deck and meet Perona's requirement or both Ryuma and X-Drake. Same goes for the next card, Ice Age. Finally, we are playing 3 copies of the new card Shark Arrow. KO 2 cost 3 or lower character that are rested. This is similar to a new blue card here, just that our target has to be rested. And also pairs really well with the leader's ability. to rare something and use this event or Kuzan to reduce its cost. So that's my day 1 Perona deck list. Some of the decks that I would like to explore in this deck would be playing the Wano package like Okiku, 4-cost Yamato and possibly Momonosuke to search them out. Ryuma being a Wano country character is also searchable by Momonosuke. Another consideration would be to include brand new, as it is a navy searcher, being able to search most of the cards in your deck, including X-Drake, which is navy but green. So this will be possibly the build that I'll be looking at next, and I'll share an updated deck list on Twitter once I've tested it out. I would also potentially like to include cards like Man Sherry to recycle cards back into your deck and also return cards back to your hand. 3-cost Killer, which also has similar effect to Ryuma and X-Drake. 5-cost Law and possibly 8-cost Kid, just because I feel it's really good against anything that's not Sakazuki. 5-cost Law being able to return back your Inoue and then playing it down for free to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards, I think is really good. So previously I made a video on my first impression of the OP06 leaders and I placed Perona in tier 3. I want to take that back and push her up all the way to tier 1. If time allows, I'll make an updated OP06 leader tier list video in the future. Lastly, I think this deck plays a more control style, similar to what Sakazuki is doing, but there is also another way of playing this deck. Although a little memey, it's a hand control destruction deck. I won't make a video on it, but you can see the deck list over on my Twitter soon. And also by the time I upload this video, I'll be doing a stream of the IG Championship tournament on the same day. I will include the link in the description. So check out my Twitter for updates when I go live. If you've enjoyed this video, drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel. We are really close to 4K subscribers and my goal is to try hit 5,000 subs by the end of 2023. Let me know in the comments what you think of Perona and if it belongs in the same tier as Sakazuki. Also follow me on Twitter or X for more One Piece TCG content. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.